Hey familia, Miranda here, and in today's video I do have a Decluttr haul for you. So I did go through their Blu-rays again, and I picked up several things from their 2 for 6, 2 for 7, and 2 for 8 deals. I do have a link in the description box below if you guys want to get 10% off your first order, but they do have some great deals on used physical media, even CDs and electronics and a bunch more other things. But I have been loving, finding things on their site and stuff, and I've just always been pleased with, everything that I've gotten from them. So I do have several Blu-rays to share with you guys. Got a couple upgrades. I think everything else is pretty much new to the collection. Just some things that I've been meaning to add in. So let's go on ahead and see what I scooped up from Decluttr. Alright, so first up, this one is an upgrade, and that is Collateral Damage. I mean, it's Arnold. I grew up watching this one. Definitely need to revisit it here soon, but I do remember always liking this one. So yeah, I actually have this one in a snapper, so decided to upgrade to the Blu-ray. Next up, we have this film called WinWin. This is one that I've actually been pretty curious about. Does have to do with like school wrestling and stuff like that. And so yeah, definitely caught my interest, and one that I will be checking out here soon. This next one, oh my gosh, you guys. So back when I first started buying movies from like Dollar Tree or whatever, I want to say this film was showing up. I don't remember if it was on Blu-ray. I want to say maybe it was, or it could have just been on DVD, but I passed on it so many freaking times. But for whatever reason, recently I have been hearing more and more about this film and like good things on it. So I mean, I went ahead and picked up the gift to see what exactly I'd been passing on all these years. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out and seeing what all the talk is about. Next up, I did go ahead and upgrade the Vampire's Assistant. I really enjoyed this one, you guys. I thought it was actually pretty funny, and it's pretty fun little film. In a way, it kind of reminds me of The Greatest Showman, minus it, being like a musical, because this one's obviously not a musical. But the whole kind of like freak show aspect of it is in here. There's some pretty cool, unique little characters and stuff like that. John C. Reilly, he basically plays a vampire. And so this kid right here becomes his assistant. His friend gets bit by John C. Reilly's pet spider, who's poisonous. And in order to save his friend, he agrees to become his assistant. And so basically he's kind of partially dead, if you will. And so yeah, it's a fun little movie and everything. And so yeah, I really, really enjoyed this one, and I highly recommend it. You get some good laughs, and it's just a fun time. Next up, I did finally add into the collection Beverly Hills Chihuahua 3. So this actually completes my movies now. I've been looking for this one like for the longest time ever. I have no luck finding it for a decent price up until now. So I was happy to see it was part of the deal. So happy to complete my Beverly Hills Chihuahua collection. Alright, so next up is this film here called Bernie. This one, I'm not exactly certain if it's a true story or not, but the way it's, read here on the back and stuff like that makes it seem like it may very well be a true story. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below. This one actually came to my attention earlier this year. And so, I mean, for Jack Black especially, I love Jack Black, you guys. He's definitely one of my all-time favorite actors. And I've pretty much seen the majority of his work. But this one has to do with him being this like funeral home director. And I guess he kind of really befriends this widowed woman who she kind of has a sour attitude or whatever, and she's actually has some big bucks and stuff like that, and so they kind of befriend each other and stuff, and he kind of grows this relationship with her, ends up being in charge of like all her finances and stuff like that, and they travel a lot together, but then it turns out that I guess they're sometime later, the town, because I guess they come from this little town, the town hadn't really seen her around anymore. Turns up she's dead, and so basically he's the one being blamed for her murder, which, I mean, obviously you can kind of see the apparent reasons why, but yeah, definitely sounds right up my alley, and so I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. Alright, so next up is this film here called New in Town. And it's funny how it kind of works, you guys, that you find out about a film, and then literally like days later, a couple weeks later, you see it. And that's kind of what happened with this one. Like literally, I've known about this film for like maybe less than a month, and then boom, it's on their site, part of the deal. And so I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and pick it up. So kind of odd how that works out. But yeah, Renee Zellweger and Harry Connick Jr., which if anything, I really got it for him, not so much her. Guess now I'm not really her hugest fan, but yeah, New in Town definitely seemed like something I might enjoy. So I wanted to go ahead and pick that one up to check out. Next up, we have this film here called The Homesman, and I believe it was a Movie Bay who actually had mentioned this in a video that he did about westerns and stuff like that. And so yeah, I remembered about it and saw that it was part of their deal, and so I went ahead and got it. This factory seal here. But yeah, you got Tommy Lee Jones and Hilary Swank, so you really can't go wrong there. All right, next up we have Consenting Adults. This is one that I've always heard good things on, so finally decided to go ahead and pick it up. And then we got another Western for the collection, just one, two. You got a great cast here. Another one with Renee Zellweger in it. But you also have Viggo Mortensen and Ed Harris, Jeremy Irons, and that is Appaloosa. So always adding to the Westerns collection. Got a Christmas movie here, which is one that I love the cast in this. You got Luis Guzman, John Leguizamo, Deborah Messing, Alfred Molina, and Freddie Rodriguez in this film here called Nothing Like the Holidays. So, I mean, I'm always looking to add holiday films to the collection and stuff. So got that. And then finally adding these two into the collection. We got Kill Bill 1 and 2. I know there's a double feature out there, but I haven't really been able to find it, so I figured I'd just go ahead and pick them up both individually here and stuff. I know there's some really cool looking steelbooks out there, which would be nice to grab one of these days, but for now, I mean, I saw both of these in theaters, you guys, so it's been a long time since I've seen these, so long overdue for a revisit, so looking forward to checking those both out again. And then last but not least, again, I mentioned in a previous video, I'm really trying to get into more of Eddie Redmayne's filmography after like Fantastic Beasts and stuff like that. So we have The Theory of Everything. Now you guys, it's funny because so I ordered this, I want to say it was like a couple days before I went to that recent library sale that I went to. And it's funny how that kind of happened because when I went to the library sale, I literally saw freaking like 3 copies of this film there. And it's like, really? I mean, obviously, I think that this was like one of the, it was either like $3.50 or $4 for this one. And obviously at the library, I could have paid like $2, technically $1. So I still could have saved a couple bucks, but like seriously, it's so annoying how that sometimes just happens that you come across a movie and then you start seeing it like everywhere else or whatever, and sometimes for cheaper or whatever. So, but yeah, The Theory of Everything, I've been super curious about this one, so I'm happy to have it in the collection now. So that is everything that I picked up from Decluttr. Let me know if you guys have seen any of these films and your thoughts on them. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.